The doom of ancient Egypt might soon befall us here on Earth. Archaeologists are warning us of climate change problems. This is on Embedded Reality from Sputnik. Now, the thing is that somehow something caused a great devastation over northern Africa in an area that was flourishing and lush with vegetation. And there are those who believe that it was an asteroid impact that caused volcanic eruptions that caused a tremendous amount of destruction. And now others think it's the climate change that was a problem. Described in the downfall of the old kingdom of Egypt, the archaeologists who found the tomb of one of the rulers from that time period warned that history may repeat itself. The discovery of the burial chamber of Khentaukus III, royal leader of the Old Kingdom of Egypt, might hold dire portents of the world today. According to the newspaper Daily Express, the discovery of the burial chamber, along with the inscriptions inside and the artifacts which offered insight to the Queen's life, which, quote, may not have been too glamorous, end quote, helped shine light back on a black patch of the history of the Old Kingdom. This is what Professor Morislav Barta, the leader of the Czech archaeological team that found the tomb, says. As Barta explains, the time period in question witnessed the Old Kingdom facing major critical factors like the horrific impact of nepotism and climate change, which contributed to the disintegration of the era of the pyramid builders. He said, without reasonable floods, there were no reasonable harvests, and therefore very bad taxes. Without appropriate taxes, there were no sufficient means to finance the state apparatus and maintain the ideology and integrity of the state. Bart also noted that history may actually repeat itself. What with the climate crisis our planet seems to be facing now, he says you can find many paths to our modern world which is also facing many internal and external challenges, and by studying the past you can learn much more about the present. We're not different from them. People always think this time is different and that we're different, but we're not. He further argued that if we accept collapse as a fact, we will understand collapses as being a part of the natural course of things and one of the needed steps in the process leading towards resurrection. Then we shall be able to do something about it, he said, adding that he needs a few more years to establish what his discovery means for Egypt. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.